What's up, family? Welcome to the Toe2Toe Sports Show, where we talk about everything from football to baseball to basketball to boxing. And oh yeah, can't forget about our Dawgs and Gators.
You never know what you'll hear from Kb Steveo, and you'll never know who you'll see stopping by to kick it with the guys.
So make sure you check us out live every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time on Facebook and YouTube Live. Peace.
I ain't never played sports. You know what I mean? I always have, you know what I'm saying, like music and love music from the jump. So that was my just plan A. I ain't even have a plan B. I made myself not have a plan B on purpose just so I can fulfill my plan A.
Yo, what's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Stevie J, your boy Steve-O from the ATL, and my boy KB. But you look like you was over there. Why you over there in all black? Boy, like,
man,
go rob somebody. What's going on, my boy?
You know what I'm saying? It's customary to wear black to a funeral, and they wore it in the swamp yesterday. And since I wasn't able to be there in person, I figured, I just keep it up. You know what I'm saying? And good vibes. Still Gators though. We still gonna rock Gators, but we in black. It's a funeral today. It's the ongoing service. The we're moving on. Today is the day. Things are in motion. Per the good folks.
Allegedly.
That's in the know. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll start rumors. We'll talk about them though. We ain't gonna start.
Yeah, they said we ain't starting nothing. I'm just reporting the news to the good people. Yeah, man. Today's the day that Billy becomes a multi-millionaire, man.
Allegedly. So
allegedly.
If you're not aware of what KB's talking about, first thing you do, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that follow button, make sure you hit that share button. We appreciate y'all rocking with us this Sunday morning. If you're not familiar or you're not aware of what my partner's talking about, KB's talking about, there are rumors circulating that Billy Napier has coached his final game at the University of Florida. Now, that definitely saddens me. I actually wore my blue Toe2Toe shirt today because I support Billy Napier. I 100% think Billy Napier should keep his job. Not only do I think he should keep his job, I think he should get an extension. For the circumstances he's had to deal with, he's done an outstanding job at the University of Florida. And I think he should continue being the head coach at the University of Florida. I think it would be unjust for them to fire him without giving him time to get this program where I think he can truly, truly take it to. I would be deeply sad and deeply hurt if they were to fire Billy Napier, and I hope they don't. But anyway, let's talk about a real team, and let's talk about what really happened on the field, and not circumstances and exploitations that we want to happen. But no, seriously, yesterday, man, Florida Gators did actually play a football game.
Indeed, homecoming game. The folks in there, and it's funny, I shared a tweet before the end of the game. I think we were up by 13 at the time or something like that, and I stated, hold on, I'm gonna pull it up because it was prolific. It was Negro Damas style. I stated that what did I say? Oh, I says, I want to win. So I can see if the sources said Billy gone regardless are actually right. But if we lose, it's guarantees Billy gone. Let's hope. He said, let's help my football guys. Let us win by 1 point. But still let Billy show that he's a terrible coach. And we won by 2 points. I should have played the lotto yesterday. So I called a 1 point win. We won by 2. By one of the best plays that I've seen somebody make. This is going on ESPN, Sports Center.
It did not make ESPN. It did not make the top 10.
It don't make it today. It don't make it today.
It happened yesterday.
I don't care. Let's see the play. Let's see the play.
There's a snap. Gators bringing some pressure. It's picked off. Mekhi Barone just saved the day for the Gators.
Yo, when you think about all the times that you see defensive tackles dropping into coverage, this very rarely ever actually affects anything. I think the Ravens had a guy catch a pick last season and he returned it like 20 yards. But this, for them to throw the ball and field goal is within their 30, 40 yards with 20 seconds left on the clock. Hey man, it's not. They don't make too many worse than Billy, and that right there was a terrible call. They should have just ran the ball. They was running down our throat the whole drive.
Yeah, that looked like an actual career-saving type interception. I think that interception probably saved Billy. Talk about yesterday, man. Talk about Billy Napier. Just talk about Florida Gators. Looking at Mississippi State, man. Y'all had Mississippi State quarterback had a game a little bit. Well, 24-36, 324 yards. He kept him out of the end zone, and then we did see the only pick that he threw right there. Giving up 105 yards to the running back with 2 touchdowns, though. I mean, Florida's just Florida. At this point, we know what y'all are. We know what y'all are. I wouldn't even say
that. We were out. So we already had our starting corner out. Then our other starter corner, Moore, who did he was playing great. Definitely should probably go on first round in the draft next year. He hurt his shoulder. Then Cormani McClain hurt his ankle. So then we had literally we had freshmen all over. We had our
hold on real quick. Let me find the pen to write down all these excuses.
Okay, while you look for that, our starting safety was out. So we had we had all pretty much our whole DB field was just freshmen all over, man. Mekhi Barone, he's a redshirt freshman, maybe sophomore.
Right.
And all over the board, man. Our starting wide receivers, 2 wide receivers were injured, man. It just was it was bad. But we found a way to win.
Right. Now tell me why your quarterback was 20 of 34, 280 yards and had 2 INTs and no touchdowns. Tell me that part.
They had a touchdown called back.
Y'all always have a touchdown, a phantom touchdown in the game that just happened to be called back. It's called execution. It was called back because of a penalty. It was called back because of bad. Don't say it was called back. It went away. Because of some magical clerical error.
One of our starting tight end was down. Tony Livingston. We had 3 or 3 wide receivers go down. Either way, man, we found a way to win for the logo. You know what I'm saying, for the university. Shout out to Billy.
Billy gonna keep his job.
Now, I will say this, right? I talk about Billy getting fired all the time. I've never been in real life. I don't talk about anybody losing their job. You know what I'm saying? That's terrible for anybody to lose their job. I'm not sharing anything like that. That negative energy. However, he's about to get $10 million within the next 2 weeks. Then after that, he's getting like another $20 million. So if you were ever to get fired from a job, walking away with $30 million ain't too bad. You know what I'm saying? Ain't too bad. But I wish the best for Billy, man. He really did stabilize the program. He really did build a nice foundation for the next coach. He implemented things that I think a lot of different schools will use, especially when it comes to Florida Victorious and traveling and getting guys exposed to different things. So, I do appreciate Billy Napier for what he's done. I just wish you would have hired an OC so that the on-field matched the off the field. He's a great guy, somebody that you invite over for dinner with your family. He'll lead prayer, and he'll make sure everybody got a plate when they leave. You know what I'm saying? So
right. Meanwhile, in Athens, right? I'll tell you what's going on in Athens, Georgia. Let me tell you how them boys are. They're balling in Athens, Georgia. Gunner Stockton.
Amen.
26 of 31. That man had 5 passes that hit the ground. 289 yards and 4. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 touchdowns through the air. And he gave you 1 on the ground, too. It's Gunner Stockton. Yeah, right. The defense has got to play better in the first half. But the second half, the defense might have only gave up points in the third quarter, fourth quarter, shut them out. I'll take that. If the defense going to play like that, I'll take that. Especially if Gunner balling the way he is. I understand everybody's talking about the kid up there in Indiana, the quarterback, but let's be real. He's not playing the same competition that Gunner Stockton playing. And he ain't doing it on the same level Gunner Stockton doing it on. Give me Gunner Stockton for Heisman right now. The man needs a ticket to New York. It should already be in the mail. It should already be on the way. Gunner should already have his polls ready for the next game so he can hit it, especially when we play Florida. But I expect us to beat y'all by 40 points in 2 weeks. I ain't gonna lie. If you bring that same Florida team that we just saw yesterday, if you bring that same team to Jacksonville, I expect to beat y'all by 30, 40 points.
Well, the good thing is you don't know what you're about to get because
we know what we're going to get.
You don't know who calling the plays.
It don't matter who calling the plays. It don't matter who going to be there. If you fire your coach, it's going to be even worse. I'm just letting you know that now. They're not going to fire Billy going into this.
UCLA says otherwise.
UCLA ain't playing Kirby Smart in 2 weeks.
Kirby Smart ain't playing the game.
I tell you what, Zach. You just make sure. I'm going to tell my plug is to have my ready. Because don't forget what you bet me. Don't forget, my boy. Don't forget what we bet now. Don't forget. I want mine to look just like this when you bring it to me, too. I don't want nothing less. Don't bring me no 20s. Don't bring me no 10s, no 5s. I either want a $100 bill or Buffalo nickels. Nothing else. Yeah. No. When you bet on next week, we bet, KB, 8 wins? How many y'all got? 3?
3 or 4. 3.
How many games left? 4? 5?
5 or 6.
Yeah, you lose 2 more, Zach. I'm gonna send you my cash out. So I'm just letting you know. I don't want to have to come looking for nobody. I don't want to have to send no YNs out there to bring me your steering wheel. So let me just go ahead and get that out the way. But no, seriously though, good
we got
game,
5
man.
left.
5 games left.
We honestly
you only
can
got
win
3
1,
wins.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah, you ain't gonna make 8, my boy. You're not gonna make.
We can win.
You're not gonna make
win.
it 8. You might make
win.
a bowl. You might make a bowl game. You might make a bowl, possibly.
I got us beating Florida State. I got us beating Kentucky. I got us beating Tennessee.
No.
Probably Ole Miss. UGA.
No.
I would love to spoil UGA. I would love for UGA to drop further in this SEC standings. I would love it. I would love it.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I'd love to have a lot of stuff. That don't mean I'm gonna get it. But no, seriously, man. UGA did have a game yesterday, back and forth, man. I think yesterday's game for us really showed that we can stretch our legs on the offense. Really show offensively what we can do, even after losing our number one weapon, Kobe Young. He got a fractured leg, so he's gonna be out for a minute. Probably talking about SEC championship playoffs before he could possibly be even ready to play again. So, guys gonna have to step it up, man. We got a young guy in Taylor. He can play. He dropped that pass versus Bama, and we haven't really got a chance to see him again. He was dealing with a little nagging injury since then, but it's a lot of guys, man, who can do their thing, man. Humphreys, you got Noah Thomas still came over to transfer from Ole Miss. Texas A&M, excuse me. Bell, as we seen yesterday, can make a play. The tight ends, you got to get the tight ends more involved into Georgia. And when you do that, you see what we get yesterday. Like Austin Lucky had a hell of a game. Delp had a game as well, man. We got some young tight ends, some young guys that need to get their hands on the ball too. So Gunner's spreading it out too, man. Gunner's still missing some wide open plays that we would hope he would be able to see. Like yesterday, he had one where he picked up the first down with his legs. But in all actuality, he had Oscar Delp running like Randy Moss with his hand waving, like, bro, throw me the ball. I'm wide open. So stuff like that, man, you got to clean up because you got to be able to hit those plays, especially those plays when it's third down. You know what I mean? And you need some points. But yesterday, man, Bobo looked like he was dialing that thing up like he was prime Mike Shanahan out there. So you know what I mean? Definitely love what I see out of the offense, man. Definitely love what I saw yesterday. Late in the game after the adjustments were made in the second half from the defense. Couldn't get really no pressure on the quarterback, but I think that's more based off of the scheme that how they calling it. You know what I mean? They playing a lot of bend but don't break type defense I see from Kirby, especially in the first half. Second half, you get a little bit more excited with the schemes. You start bringing pressures from different places, man, to kind of throw these quarterbacks off. So good game yesterday for the Bulldogs, man. Great win at home. Love to see Kirby continuing to his dominance at home, especially after losing to Bama, man, having to get that taste out of our mouth against a good team at home. So yeah, man, we'll be back. We'll see Bama again, man. They right now though, the SEC wide open. Vanderbilt beating LSU yesterday. That was a big game when it comes to like the standings. You could have a Vanderbilt, Texas A&M, SEC championship. It's possible.
The way it's going.
It's possible. So the SEC is, like I said, wide open.
Could you imagine if Vandy won the SEC? That would be nuts.
Right, bro. Somebody in Vegas is going to get paid. Broke off. Just talking about yesterday, man, some of the games from yesterday and Friday. Don't forget we had a game Friday that was a wild one, as you would say, for the ACC and those guys playing on the Friday night with the rest of the high school teams in the world.
Right.
Yeah, man, let's talk about this Miami game, man. Let's go ahead and get into it, man. Let's talk about this Miami.
Hold on. The players got called in, just letting y'all know, you know what I'm saying?
Man, listen. They don't have a players-only meeting, prayer meeting.
No, it ain't no players-only meeting.
They can call in whoever they want to call in. It don't matter. It ain't going to change nothing for y'all. You're happy about firing a coach. You're in a bad place. You're in a bad place, my boy. I just had to come out here and tell y'all that. I understand y'all might be happy out there in Florida land. You're in a bad place. But hey, again, let's talk about this Miami game, man. Miami hosting Louisville on a Friday night. The number 2 team in the nation, the Miami Hurricanes. Now, one thing about this show, I pride myself on, I told y'all all the time, I lie for y'all before I lie to y'all. And I told y'all, you can go back and pull the tape. Steve-O told y'all he's going to be on your staff. I mean, he can carry Kirby bags. He's been doing that for the last 6, 7, 8 years anyway. So he's pretty good at that. Kirby needs somebody to carry his book bag. So cool. But anyways, back to Miami, man. I'm through talking about it. I ain't giving y'all no more energy today, my boy. You just come on with that Docho. You got 3 wins. We bet 8. You lose 1 more, my boy. I go ahead and send that. Light my cash app up. That's what I said. Light my phone up. That's what we do. But anywho, Miami, man, number 2 team in the nation. The U is back. These boys are out there doing everything like this. So yeah, the U is back, and I told y'all, when it counts the most, Carson Beck is going to revert back to who he is. Now, you can say Georgia had a lot of drops last year. Georgia didn't play complimentary football last year. You can say a lot of things, but it's one consistent thing that you can say about this kid. He always pouting And let's listen to the post game, and then we'll look at the interception as well.
On that last play, that last interception, were you not expecting that defender to be there? They're running that kind of sim pressure and they're popping out at the snap.
I mean, we have a perfect play for it. We had a miscommunication with the route and what we were doing. So, just sort of ran the route wrong, and I went to go throw it because we're hot off of a pressure. And again, he made a good play on it. So, but it definitely didn't help that we ran the wrong play.
This pass, it's 27, JoJo Evans. That ball never touches the ground. What an incredible.
I wanted to just show the play.
Oh no, you're good. Terrible leadership. That's somebody that's your captain, that's your leader. That's the person that's, you know what I'm saying, leading the team. He's a 5th-year senior. He's been in this position multiple times. Like, you throwing your players under the bus. Now, is this something that he did at Georgia? Because Miami, now we see it. Like, he's been struggling. They've been finding ways to win. Like, he struggled against us. They found a way to win. They've struggled against a lot of teams, but they've found a way to win. Now we're starting to see, that ball don't bounce your way.
Again, like I told them, as long as they have a defense that can bow their necks and stand up and play with a short field often, because Carson Beck will give it to you like candy on Halloween, then you're good. But as we see with Miami, their defense have been playing well above their heads the last few games. Defense was flying around. But when your offense is turning the ball over and you're on the field so much, and then you subsequently can't get off the field either on third down, it just puts a strain on your defense, and it makes every possession now on offense critical. And as we see, when you put Carson Beck in those situations, even versus Florida, when it was a tight game, you put it on Beck's hands, you stop the run, guess what he's going to do? He's going to cough it up. He's going to throw it up. Carson Beck just made too many errors, man, too many mistakes at the wrong time. And like you said, now it's becoming a situation where it's a little bit more deflection. Oh, he ran the route. Oh, he wasn't where he was supposed to be, and it was a hot route because of pressure. When we just looked at that play, it looked like a 4-man rush. I don't see no blitzer coming. I don't see anybody really close to him. Looks like he has a clean pocket to me. The man even gets his hands up and bats the ball. I think that changes the trajectory, but I still think it was a bad read, period. They were sitting in the cover 2. That safety is sitting there on that flat, and I don't think Carson Beck expected that safety to be there. He throws the ball. Safety makes a hell of a play to pick it off.
Man, great play.
Talk about the other interceptions. You threw the ball in the double coverage and triple coverage a few times. So it's more to it than just Beck had a bad game. It's Beck had a bad game, and then he affects his team by having a bad game. And you compound those issues with throwing the ball, throwing another interception on back of another, on top of another interception. So it's just Miami didn't have it. Louisville played a better game, to me, a more cleaner game. Miami had the more talented team, but I think Louisville really outcoached Miami. Just to be honest with you.
Yeah. Yep. I think Louisville, since the coach has gotten there, Mario, that's been their kind of thorn in their side. You know what I'm saying? Louisville, Virginia Tech, Georgia Tech, like those 3 schools have really been the ones that's been giving Miami the most trouble. They just have their number, man. And Louisville, because remember last year, I think they played, it was like 50 something. They was going back and forth the whole game, like back and forth. Yeah. And so I think, this year, the quarterback, he doing what he does, man. He's gonna give the game away if you give him a chance. I understand them throwing the ball a lot because they paid him a lot of money, but at the same time, when your average offensive lineman is 6'6", 330 pounds, like on the small side, and you're mauling people, and you have good running backs, like you have Mark Fletcher, you have the old boy that got the portal, like. Run the ball, fam. Like, and especially for it being a Mario team, run the ball until they make you stop running the ball.
But you got all these pretty shiny toys on the outside. You got CJ Daniels. You got the Tony kid. You know what I mean? You got the tight end eating it up. And like you said, I got a $5 million quarterback. They damn near paid $1 million an interception, didn't they?
It's close. I know he's battling with DJ right now, and you see how bad DJ playing, and he damn near close, if not tied with DJ.
Archie up there too. All the high paid quarterbacks are kind of like, because Kentucky did win yesterday. Texas did win yesterday at Kentucky, but boy, it was an ugly game.
But the thing is, not to say I don't mind, but when you have a red shirt freshman, you know what I'm saying, maybe sophomore, really their first year starting, I expect mistakes.
Yeah, true.
Their senior, not like that.
Well, I told y'all Beck was who he was. They didn't want to believe me. I told them this was going to happen. I hate to be no, actually I don't. I love to be in person saying I told you so. I love it. I enjoy it. I've been right 96% of the time in my life anyway, so I'm just saying. Listen, when I tell you something, you can damn near take it to the bank. And it ain't because I work. I'm just letting you know. So
yeah, man. So we'll see, man. I think Miami, they
might lose. They might lose 1 or 2 more. You got to be able to bounce back from this one. And yet they've yet to leave the state of Florida to play a game. You still got to go to SMU. I think there's maybe another 1 or 2 road games that they're going to have as well, where you're going to actually be on the road in a hostile type environment too. This was at home. I got all the luxury in the world. Michael Irvin sitting over there, Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, all them guys sitting over there. Y'all at the house, y'all at the crib losing like this. That's unacceptable, man.
Somebody told me it was like that because the traffic was bad. In one of the Miami groups. Shout out to Omar.
Yikes.
But,
all right, man.
That wasn't
Georgia Tech is undefeated. Got to give Tech some credit, man. Georgia Tech. Tough game yesterday versus Duke, man. Duke and Manny Diaz, man, they put up a good fight. Right now, man, I think we're looking at a SMU versus Georgia Tech ACC championship so far. But,
so far. Because who did SMU play?
Clemson. SMU played Clemson yesterday.
Yeah. And beat
it on Clemson. Yeah. So SMU versus Georgia Tech, man, I think that'll be a good one. I think Miami still has a possibility of getting in. They just need some help, from my understanding. So we'll see. They go to Virginia Tech. Yeah, see, that's another, and that's it's going to be cold. You know what I'm saying? Miami teams, Dolphins or Hurricanes, don't traditionally do good in cold weather. So we'll see, man. Hey, man, it's a good game. That's why we love college football. Yesterday was one of them days where you say, man, this is why we love the sport. There's a lot of parity. NIL has made it where any Saturday or Friday, one of the big teams can really take the L and take a loss. So Vanderbilt, like we talked about, Vanderbilt upsetting LSU. Do you fire? Is Brian Kelly on the hot seat?
I don't know. They're 5-2. They don't look great, but I think a lot of it is their quarterback play, their offense. They may need a new OC, but I think their defense looks improved. They're flying around. They're doing things. I don't think it would be smart to get rid of him right now because, who you gonna go get for him? You can go after. You can get in the Lane Kiffin sweepstakes. You can go after the Marcus Freemans. Clearly, they got the money.
Marcus Freeman ain't going nowhere. I don't know why people keep throwing his name out there for random jobs. I'm just letting you know that, for one, that's a church. They have money that you can't even put on the books. So I don't think Notre Dame is hurting for change. I don't think they're going to have to go look for money to pay him if they really want to match somebody's contract. I don't think Freeman is even on the market to leave, me personally.
I think he is, in a sense. I think the same thing with Brian Kelly that happened to him. There's something with Notre Dame that some of these coaches just really don't like. He doesn't have any control in Notre Dame. Notre Dame really is in control of his staff, and he doesn't have the freedom to hire and move things around like I heard he wants to.
Again, he ain't going to the swamp. If you go from Notre Dame to the swamp, they're just like,
hey man,
I don't want to insult nobody that because I ain't in the position to talk about nobody like that. But you definitely downgraded. So I ain't gonna say that. But
I
you
mean,
definitely downgraded.
He will get more money for sure.
More money from who?
From Florida. Florida will give him way more money than Notre Dame.
Man,
You crazy. You crazy.
If anything, Marcus Freeman, you probably would want to go to Florida State. We've seen that they will give you an extensive amount of time.
Florida State's not firing him yet. Florida State's not firing Norvell yet. They're not going to fire him yet. Not this year. Next year, yeah. This year, no. Again, and there's that's the thing, like the carousel, because I think that year that Brian Kelly got hired was like one of the big carousel years. This year, you have Penn State open. Florida's going to be open.
Penn State's going to have the pick of the litter. Penn State right now, to me, is the better job out of all of the opens. You're going to have the money. You're going to have the fan base they there regardless. They were there. They're going to be there. I think Penn State, to me, is the best job. And then look at who you're going against. It's only Ohio State and, Michigan, Ohio State, and now Oregon.
Indiana.
We're gonna say Indiana. They went in and beat Oregon this year, but let's be real.
Right. Hey,
until you beat Ohio State, until you beat Michigan, not this year, probably Michigan this year, not. I think Michigan lost yesterday. Until you beat Ohio State, I mean, what are we really talking about? Everybody talk about the SEC being top heavy. I think the Big Ten is probably the most top heavy school division in football. You only have Ohio State, literally. Oregon has lost to Indiana at home when they were ranked number 3. Indiana's ranked high, but come on, let's be real. If you put Indiana versus Bama right now, you think Indiana going to beat them? I don't.
Versus Bama?
Yeah, I'm just being real. I think Bama's probably one of the top 5 schools right now. The way that offense is clicking, the offense humming. They beat a good Tennessee team yesterday thoroughly. Now, throwing a 98-yard, 99-yard pick six on the goal line don't help you going into the halftime. Totally get that part. We've seen Tennessee at least be game. I don't know what Tennessee's kind of missing. I don't think that system works. I think it's kind of like Chip Kelly almost. That system only works if you have the exact pieces that you need. And I think losing Nico was huge for them. I think Nico going into his second year in that system would have been a lot better than we see this kid that they got now going into this system.
Miami.
Yeah, Miami's going to look bad. FSU ain't got the money. They making payments on the stadium alone. Well, Miami ain't got no stadium, and they doing all right. So, I mean, that part we really worried about. Big Ten is 3 schools, tier 3. Yeah, like I said, 3 schools, and I don't trust Indiana. Just being real with you, I don't. I really don't. I don't trust it. I know they beat Oregon. I know that, but I told y'all Oregon wasn't that good at the beginning of this season anyway. When we first started, I told y'all this would be a down year for Dan Lanning. And then this is one of the first times he's lost some guys to the NFL. Can he really rebuild and reload, or will it take time? Everybody can't pull a Nick Saban, Kirby Smart, Ryan Day where you just got a good team year after year after year after year. It ain't that easy. And Oregon ain't been at the top of the mountain that long to even stack the recruiting classes like that. I don't think Oregon's had a number 1 recruiting class yet under Dan Lanning. I think they've been top 5 maybe.
Yeah, they've been top 5 for sure.
But that's because of Nike money. That ain't because of Dan Lanning.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it is. But you got to perform. This is like Sark. You can have all the 5 stars in the world. How long is it gonna be before the fan base be like, man, we can't?
Woo, Sark one man that I think his seat is probably. His seat's probably hotter than Brian Kelly.
I agree.
Like Texas to pull that plug quick, especially that you invested so much into to Manning. Like you really invested everything into that class, and
he doesn't look any better from the first game. Dude, what game we just played? 8, 7, 6.
And they're married to him. Like you can't break that. Like you put your whole program, the football program, face is Arch Manning. Everything.
If you want Marcus Freeman, Texas is good. If that's what if you want Marcus Freeman, Texas would be the team that has the money to go. Texas can damn near pick anybody. I ain't gonna lie. He ain't gonna take Kirby because he's at home and Alma Mater. But if you don't have like a alumni type situation, Texas can go get you. I don't think Ryan Day would leave Ohio State, but it's certain programs I think are stuck. But
I think Matt Rule is leaving Nebraska. I think he's going to Penn State.
But Nebraska just lost. Why won't Matt Rule? They just
Matt
lost. They ain't even ranked no more.
He's their Mario.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like
that alumni stuff don't work. I ain't seen too many alumni that work out. Who
wants to be FSU next head coach?
Look, if FSU don't take this chance to go get Deion, they'll never win.
Oh, that bridge burnt.
Deion,
I think
the money. You listen, money heal it. Money heal a lot of wounds.
But I think that Deion will most likely, if he was to keep coaching and health-wise be able to do it. I think he would end up at like a Baylor or something like that, somewhere in Texas, to where he can really just
TCU.
Right. TCU, yeah, like TCU, Baylor, something like that. I think
Oklahoma.
That would be good.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma's not going to hire him.
Yeah,
he's not a big enough name.
They ain't that progressive.
Well, not big enough name, but they're not. Yeah, and that. And
we'll leave it at that. What we got? What's for next?
Who else lost?
I don't think we had any more really upsets. FSU did lose last night.
Oh man!
On the USF. USF. That's damn near like a step back or a lateral move for Colorado. I think if you're going to be Deion, you're going to go for a school that has a little bit more of a brand than USF. I mean, he might well stay at Colorado for that, just to be real with you. You're not going to get anything out of USF except more recruiting, but he don't recruit. So that part ain't going to help him. So what is being in Florida going to do for you? The only reason you would be at FSU is because it's just nostalgia, and then that would automatically attract people there just naturally. And I think FSU at this point, their fans have been tortured these last few years, so they need something. You got to look at it from that standpoint too. It ain't always about winning and losing. Sometimes you just want to sell seats, sell tickets. And if you're Penn State and you've been dealing with James Franklin these last 3, 4, 5 years, where you know you're going to get the fans, but now you want a name that's going to electrify your fan base, Deion Sanders would do that. Just because of what he's done and created at Colorado with a little budget, you give him that type of budget that Penn State has for football, and I mean, you're going to be looking at a completely different type of situation. The man will have his own TV show. He'll have the players have their own shows. Yeah, it'll just be different. It'll be a different type thing. But if Deion's health comes into play, I think Prime probably going to go back to TV, to be honest with y'all. So,
sound about right.
Miami second string quarterback is entering the portal.
Ain't that black kid, the freshman?
Probably. Again, nowadays you look at this, man, it's a free agent pool. The offensive coordinator at Miami probably will be leaving too. I mean, I'm pretty sure. Coaches like to take players with them.
Oh yeah,
so there might be more to this. You know what I mean? This player might be jumping in the portal because he knows where that coach is rumored to be going. So yeah.
Emory, that's right. Yeah, they did Emory wrong, man.
Yeah, man. Carson Beck came in there late. Carson Beck came in there late and made the decision to go to Miami behind that gal. And that ain't really work out. So it is a coincidence him and that gal break up and then lose a game. Nah, I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna mind my business. Anyway, let's move on. The NFL last week we talked about before we got out of here the Atlanta Falcons versus the Bills being a measuring stick game for the Falcons, man. The Atlanta Falcons hosting the Buffalo Bills on Sunday night. Man, and that boy Bijan did what he did. He got busy. What did he do?
First and 5 at the 19 after the penalty on the Bills. Buffalo adds another man to the front. They're going to hand to Robinson, right side, through the first wall, around the corner. Here goes Bijan Robinson. Keeps his feet. 30, 25, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown Atlanta. Oh, my goodness. The math on this one is easy. 81 to the house.
Hey, man. You know, it's so crazy. So remember last week you said we had a segment where we talked about who would potentially lose first, the Eagles or was the Eagles and the Bills? And they both lost. They both lost. That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, man. Atlanta Falcons had a big game on Monday night, holding the Buffalo Bills, man, to 14 points. Josh Allen, that offense, we've seen Josh Allen erupt for 14 points in the first 2 drives of the game easily. You know what I mean? So for Atlanta to hold the Bills, man, to 14, then go on to put up, I think, 31 on the offensive side with only one wide receiver really on the roster with Drake London getting 16 targets. Like, well, at what point of view the Bills defense, you say he's the person catching the ball, let's double team him. I'm just asking. Man got 16 targets, ended up with I think 9 catches for like 160 and a touchdown. So yeah, man, big game for the Falcons, man. I told y'all, Atlanta for real, man. That game up in Carolina, kind of like an anomaly, I think. You get to feeling yourself, feeling yourself a little too quick. I think the Falcons actually did that, but big game last week versus the Bills, 24-14, beating the Bills at home, man. Bijan Robinson, is he the MVP right now? I mean, between him and Baker, right?
Yeah, I think Baker, because it's a quarterback league. But yeah, man, it's close. I would say it's close. It's gonna be a hell of a second stretch of the season, especially with Dart playing how he's been playing. Like but if it was today, it would be between Baker and Bijan for sure.
Bijan had 19 carries for 170 yards and 1 touchdown. And then he also turned around and had 6 receptions for 68 yards. So the dude, he's doing it on through the air and on the ground. The Falcons right now, 3-2, with a possibility Sunday night to go 4-2, playing against the banged up San Francisco team. Fred Warner out for the season, broken ankle. I expect Bijan to have damn near 200 total yards tonight too.
I don't know, man. It'll be interesting, man. Like I'm looking at the thing. The Colts 5-1. Daniel Jones, like it's a lot of guys whose numbers. Like I'm looking forward to that breakout. Like you know what I'm saying. Like what we got 6. We're in week 7.
Mm-hmm.
We're in week 7 of the league. So we're about not halfway through, but almost there. I think we'll start to see the separation from.
The Rams are about to be 5-2. So they're one of the teams you got to think about when you're talking about the NFC. The Green Bay Packers. The Packers are another team that look good at times. NFC contender. Detroit Lions and the Bucks play today. So I think today will be a good game between them two.
Ooh.
The Bucks are banged up though. I think Mike Evans might play, but they're trying to get him to play. But I know that was going to be a good one. Kind of determine the pecking order. At this point, Philadelphia, when you look at the Eagles, man, what do you put them in this mix, man, after they lost last week?
Man, they have the talent to win and be successful. But the disconnect, man, like it's just a mean disconnect with that team, bro, and especially the offense. I don't know if they can get through it. Like I don't know, man. Like they easily can go on a spree and win like 7-8 next games. But they can also lose those games as well. And it's just crazy. They play the Vikings, they play the Giants again, then the Packers, Lions, Cowboys. Like these are some playoff teams.
Yeah.
I mean, the way the Giants are playing.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't know if the Giants. I don't know if I'm going to go as far as saying the Giants are a playoff team. Right now, they're a really good team. They're a young team. If they had Malik Neighbors, I would be a little bit more comfortable saying that they were one of the teams that we really have to watch for. I really think right now, though, they're kind of just one of them things where the rookies, you don't know what you don't know, so they're just out there playing free and balling. There's no tape on Dart yet. There's no tape on Scatterboo yet like that. So once you get tape on these guys and these guys get in the league and these defensive coordinators really get a chance to study their strengths and their weaknesses, will they still have that same effect? So I think I look at Dart and I kind of take it a little bit slow when I look at him in his game. I see a little bit of some inaccuracy in his game when he's throwing the ball, especially on like a 10-yard out or something across the middle. But if they call the games the way they've been calling them, if they can stay healthy too, and you talk about Scalaboo, when you think about running backs like that, they only last 1 or 2 years. You got Mike Allstott, Peyton Hill is the first two pop in my head, and neither one of them candles burned for a long time.
Well, Mike Allstott went around for a while, but he was a fullback that transitioned to tailback, and then a Peyton Hillis thing. I think Scatterbo is what they need right now for the energy, but I still think you need to go get like a Gibbs. You need to go get a Bijan. Like you need to go get another guy who can complement that, because Scatterbo, like you said, he's going to run through walls, all that stuff, and it's not going to last long. So you need another running back who can spell that and really, dick and dunk. So I don't know, man. They really got to do something. Maybe the Rams. I know they're running with their rookie. Oh no, the Chargers. The Chargers have that rookie out of North Carolina that's been killing. Maybe they make a trade for Najee, get him something cheap, or maybe you get a running back out the draft, or you get something to where it's cheap but effective, because their old line is straight. So it's not like you need somebody to be.
They got Tracy. He just been hurt. You know what I mean? Tracy, the running back, the running back 2 with the Giants is a good back. He was good before Scalaboo got there. I think the issue is his health. He's always got one of them little nagging injuries, soft tissue type injuries. And as a running back, y'all take a beating every week. A running back literally is in a car wreck every weekend that they're playing. So I think that the Giants too, man, I think you got to get somebody to stretch the field. Even when Napers get back, you still want somebody you want to put a bunch of weapons around these guys. Or you get you a tight end, get you a dynamic tight end that can go across the middle. Kyle Pitts may be a free agent. I hope not, but possibly. So I think he'll be a highly touted free agent if he does hit the market. I think there's a lot of teams that can look at Pitts and be like, hey, we can do something with that. Look at your Joe Burrows. Look at your Kansas Cities of the world. The New England of the world now, which boy Drake May playing the way he playing. If I told you to start this season, we be in week 6, week 7, and the Chiefs, the Ravens, and the Bills were none of those teams were in first place, would you believe?
Nah. None? Nah.
None. Neither one of those teams are in first place, man. You got.
I think. Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, you got Indianapolis, who looks. They're undefeated right now. The Denver Broncos probably look like one of the better teams in the AFC. The Chargers are balling. They look like a completely different team up under John Harbaugh in year 2. The Raiders look like they can't get out their own way, man. I think it's time to send Geno. I'd rather have a rookie out there making them kind of mistakes. If you're going to throw enough interceptions to lead the league, I may as well have a rookie out there learning the job, not a veteran that like Geno in year 10 or whatever year he's in. So Brock Bowers is hurt. So, I understand that's a key to the offense, a key weapon. You still got the running back, Gentry. He's been decent. He haven't had that breakout game that you've been looking for. But man, what you think about the AFC, man? What you looking at from the AFC?
I think the Bills, out of the 3 that we're talking about, I think the Bills have probably the quickest span to get back. I think their stuff might have been like one-offs here or there versus like the Chiefs. The Chiefs were looking like this last year, but they were bailed out a lot. And they were built out a lot. So this year, I'm not surprised. I'm honestly not surprised with the Chiefs. I think we're seeing like they're aged now. Like when you see them in their run in the Super Bowls, Travis Kelce's still out there making people miss. Yeah. He's creating separation. You got Mahomes making moves. The defense is young. They're flying. But 3, 4 years, 5 years into it, it's like, all right, them same guys, you got to replenish. And I think the Eagles have probably been the best when it comes to that. Like their old guys, then replenishing and then building them both. And then when the older guys leave, the Slays and the Grahams, you have guys to come up under those guys.
We don't have to see.
But they performed last. You know what I'm saying? Like they performed last year. This year,
True.
you know, it's happening. I think it's more offense based than anything. But the Ravens, we've always known the Ravens to be like, yo, we need to throw the ball a lot more, take them out the running game. So their defense is probably a bit more surprising of their performance. But
yeah, I agree. They got a lot of injuries. Not saying that that's an excuse, but it is. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Roquan is hurt.
Is it injuries matter?
Y'all been trash for years though.
I'm sorry, I just had to get something off my shirt. So go ahead.
Yeah, you got some trash on your shirt. You definitely got some trash on your shirt. But listen, are the Indianapolis Colts for real? We play the Colts. Falcons play the Colts next Sunday at Berlin. So, no, in London. I'm sorry. We're going to London. We in London. We play the game after that is in Berlin, but we in London next week. That could be a game where you got a 4-2 Falcons.
Y'all don't play the Colts. Y'all don't play the Colts for 3 weeks. They play the Chargers, Titans, Steelers, then y'all.
Yeah, who we play?
Y'all play them in November.
We play San Fran. Oh, that's right. We play San Fran. We play Carolina, I believe, or New Orleans, and then we play what's it called? You're right.
But yes, I think the Colts are.
Are they for real?
Remember, I think so, and the reason why is because I always said that the Colts were a quarterback away, and you thought that you were getting that with AR, right? When they drafted AR, you had a running back, who's still going 100+ yards a game. Jonathan Taylor still balling. You had the wide receiver core. You had a defense who was probably injury plagued, but when they were healthy, they had names and people each level. So you had all the pieces for a successful team. You just needed consistent QB play, and not having AR step into that and be that really helped hurt them. But now that Daniel Jones is like this year's Baker Mayfield, like resurgence of a career, we're seeing the benefits. They're healthy. They're playing well. They're running the ball well. The quarterback isn't giving games away. And we're seeing, so the Colts have always been one of those teams for me that's been that quarterback away, that one player away. And I mean, they know they had Flacco who messed up, who didn't last well there. Was it Jacoby Brissett? He didn't last there. AR, he can throw the ball through the ceiling, but can't hit a slant. And now you have Daniel Jones, who's been playing well.
True. So when you look at, and you just mentioned this, when you talk about Joe Flacco, right? Joe Flacco, they go to Cincinnati. He leaves the Browns, goes to Cincinnati, and lights up the scoreboard. Him and Aaron Rodgers, Thursday Night Football. I mean, they were out there like, what's that? You ever seen that movie Red with the old superheroes?
Yes.
Them two old guys out there duking it out, my boy. Is that more telling though that Joe Flacco can go there and have that kind of a game versus he been through training camp, been in Cleveland for weeks and has yet to have that type of game? Who is that more telling?
It's the quarterback. It's just being consistent, inconsistent. Don't get me wrong. I think the Bengals probably are a little bit better built, like in the front.
Offensively, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They have
skill weapon. You got Jamar Chase out there.
You got T. Higgins. You got T. Higgins. Like you got guys, and a lot of them made plays. Like there were plays that made. But I think when you have a quarterback like Flacco, certain things are done. You're like, hey, I need to do a 10-yard out. He knows how to read a defense. He knows how to do the simple things. So you may not be throwing the concepts. A lot of passing concepts are similar. It's just the language. So a game, instead of saying jet monkey, zebra, twist, they may just say, hey, we're going to just run a smash concept on the right. All right, cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he's going to be, hey, this smash. This is China, or smash and mesh or whatever. So you're like, oh, okay, bet. So that is universal. It's just the extra stuff. So I think that's why it's easier for a veteran quarterback to step in and be serviceable, like quickly. But again, once you get time, the other team gets more film of you and the offense.
Yep.
How long does this last?
Yep. That's always my question. You know, how long How long does it last? And see, I hadn't been checking my phone, right? And I ain't even see this stuff people have been sending me. So I go to look at my phone, and the first things I see somebody was talking about Miami, and they was like, "Oh man, stop this! Here we go." See, y'all knocked KB off the screen.
There you go. That was to my excitement and laughing.
Man, listen. Oh no, not now. They throwing it down, bro. Oh no. Oh man. But yeah. So anyway, we ain't gonna post Miami stuff all day long. You know how they be doing. So we ain't gonna do it.
You know, I'm checking my phone like I'm Ian Rappaport. You know what I'm saying? Just
y'all over there waiting on that man to lose his job. Y'all need to stop, man. Let's pick these games we can get up out of here, man. Give me the Rams as they're winning. Last time I checked, the Rams were up 35-7 at this point. So yeah, give me the Rams to win that game.
Absolutely, I picked them on the pick'em in a group, so I'm going with them.
The Miami Dolphins at the Cleveland Browns, my boy. Who you got? They ought to be playing for the first round, for the first pick. You know what I mean? How they ought to play the game for the whoever win, get the better pick. Yeah.
I think Dolphins will win this one out. I don't think Dylan Gabriel is going to just play well. So I'm going to go with Dolphins.
All right. Eagles at the Vikings. Can they bounce back?
I think JJ is still out, right? I think he's
no Justin Jefferson. He was, as far as I know, he was playing.
I mean McCarthy.
Oh yeah. They got Carson Wentz as starting quarterback. Carson Wentz, a revenge game versus the Eagles.
Eagles. I think Saquon
finally had that breakout game.
Yeah.
He had 9 touches last game. What you think about that?
That's disgusting. You don't pay him it doesn't make sense to me, bro. Like, you see, he led the team to the Super Bowl. He put the team on the back of the offense.
AJ, wait, whoa, hold what you got. AJ Brown led them to the Super Bowl before he got there. Don't do that. They went to a Super Bowl before he got there.
But Saquon was the difference maker. You give Saquon needs 20 touches a game. It's not hard, fam.
20 million.
Five touches a quarter. 15-minute quarters. 5 touches. That's it.
Man, I got 2 stud wide receivers out there I got to get the ball to.
That's 5 plays. You script 60 plays a game. So you got 40.
The Denver Broncos were stopping them, brother. The Broncos were dictating what they were doing with the football. That's all I'm saying. The Broncos defense was dictating kind of that game. When you look at the overall stat box and you look at the stat line, that's why he only got 9 touches, because they wouldn't let him get off like that.
You got to find ways to give him the ball. Everything can't be a dive. You can do some screens. You can do some, put him in a slot. You can do different things to get his hands on the ball. Be creative. Think outside the box. That's why I love the Lions, because their offense. Oh man, they're doing whatever, boy. And the Bears now, like they are just they're creative. I'm gonna go with the Eagles.
Yeah, give me the give me the Vikings for an upset. If I had to pick an upset today, let me look at the rest of it. Hold on. Yeah, if I had to pick an upset today, give me that one. Yeah. New England, Mike Vrabel returns back to Tennessee against his old team. Give me New England by a lot. Cam Ward. Is Cam Ward? They just fired the coach for the Tennessee Titans. Is Cam Ward the answer?
I'd read something that they said they're going to be running a revitalized offense that's more tailored to Cam Ward and all that stuff, getting the ball out. I got the Patriots by 2 touchdowns. So
I'm saying, is Cam Ward the long-term answer? That's what I'm asking. Is Cam Ward the long-term solution for the Tennessee Titans? If they hire you as a GM right now, and you got the number 1 pick coming up in the next draft, which I think the Titans are number 2 because right now the Jets are number 1. The Titans have like the number 2 or number 3 pick in the draft. You have a chance to take one of these Sellers or Mendoza's or one of the guys that are looked at as one of the top in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
Do you say no, we're good, we're going to go offensive line, we're going to go skill position, we're going to go best available, or do we need to get our franchise quarterback, or do we have that?
I think Cam Ward is fine. From watching the few games that I do watch that I can tolerate, he's really not the problem. Like he makes plays. You know what I'm saying? You can't make the person catch the ball, and that's why football is the ultimate team sport, because no matter how good you are individually, somebody else got to be there to be on the receiving end. So the Titans are just a bad ran organization. I think if he was anywhere, I think if he's with the Browns may have 1 or 2 losses. You know what I'm saying? I think if he's with the Saints, I think he's in a better situation as far as with, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just think the Titans are bad. So
yeah, I get you.
I think Cam Ward isn't the problem. He's talented, but it's just he plays with the Titans and they just are bad.
I can go for that. Let's finish out this 1 o'clock slot. Saints at the Bears. Y'all know me. Y'all know I never picking the Saints. I don't care who they're going against. Give me the Bears.
Absolutely. The Saints
probably gonna have number 2 pick.
They fight for it.
Yeah, they probably
I need the Raiders to come on so we can get that number 2, number 3 pick and get me a quarterback.
Raiders at Chiefs.
I want my Raiders.
Hey man, we've seen it, and don't get me wrong. If Geno can snap out of whatever he got going on, they would at least be formidable. But with Brock Bowers, I don't think playing today, I know that ain't gonna happen. So yeah. Here you go. Panthers at the Jets. Who are the Panthers? Are the Panthers a team that beat us 30-0? Or are they the team that, be getting drawn by the sorry teams? I don't know. I really don't know who the Panthers are. Can the Jets get their first win today, though?
Probably not. I think the Panthers are pretty solid. Like you said, what team is going to show up? But for them to be 3-0 at home, they're 3-3. Their defense looks solid. I mean, their offense looks solid. That's now the question you asked for Cam Ward. If I'm the Panthers, now you have to ask that question. Yo, are you keeping the quarter? Like, are you cool with Bryce Young? Are you keeping Bryce Young? His QBR isn't that great. Completion percentage isn't that great. But he's not losing you games.
Right.
So
I think he's serviceable. I think he is serviceable. Now, like I said, is he going to go win you a game? I ain't seen it yet outside of playing the Falcons. Versus the Falcons, he Joe Montana. You can't stop him. He throwing the ball backwards, sideways, putting his hands up before the ball even get caught. If he played us 17 times, he might be the best quarterback in the league. But when he play everybody else, the boy don't look good, man.
See, I can't wait until this offseason. The quarterback movement, I think it's going to be crazy. I think you have teams like the Bryce Young, the AR-15s, or AR-5. I think you have the what's the little man in Arizona Cardinals, Kyler Murray. Like, you got some of them guys who what is the Browns going to do?
You got Russell Wilson. You got Russell Wilson.
I think it's going to be a lot of movement amongst these quarterbacks this year. Especially, I want to see where Kyler Murray ends up.
Yeah, I think Kyler can play. I just don't think he's had a good coach yet in Arizona. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. I don't think he put anybody in Arizona yet who's really, truly been ready to be a head coach. Cliff Kingsbury, I hear dating IG models. This coach coming here punching players. It's just, they keep putting people in position in Arizona who I just think aren't the best. And like you said, it's not only a team game, it's an organizational type thing too. If you got the wrong GM with the wrong scouting department, the wrong assistant coaches, the wrong position coaches, it's not going to work. You know what I mean? Everything needs to click and everything needs to work together. But that ain't always the case, and that's not the case. So let's get through this. The Giants at the Broncos. I think that'll be a good one.
It is, man. I got the Broncos going with this one, but I think it'll be one of those field goal games.
Yep. Green Bay at Arizona. Give me Green Bay. I just don't trust Arizona, man.
Yeah, Green Bay.
Colts at the Chargers. Ooh, give me the Chargers to win. Colts get their first loss.
I think I'm gonna get the Colts winning this one.
I'm gonna
go with the Colts.
Washington at the Cowboys. I think CD back. CD may be back today.
Who? Is it Debo that's back, or is he?
Yeah, Debo out. Debo's out.
Debo out. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. They at home.
It should be a win, right?
Yeah, like
but
at home.
They find a way to lose these games like this, man. They find the way. But I'm gonna say Cowboys, man. I think CD will have a big game. Not CD. Pickens will have a big game. Washington doesn't really have a number one cornerback who could lock nobody down. Lattimore has looked really bad this year when it comes to playing against star wide receivers, the number one wide receivers. So
yeah, man.
Yeah, give me Cowboys, man. I'm gonna go for the Cowboys. And then game of the week or Sunday night. Let's say game of the week. Sunday night game, Atlanta at San Francisco. I really wanted to be in Cali for this game, man. I couldn't make it happen though.
That's a nice move.
Plane tickets a little too much for my blood.
Right. For me, I think I'll go with the Falcons with this one. I think they're riding, good old momentum. I think they played really well last week. Bijan, like you say, MVP race. This is the team, even though the 49ers are injury prone, it's still the logo, the name. Still, so if you go off against them, regardless of who's hurt, it's going to look good. And like you said, Fred Warner being out, that's like the Chiefs losing Mahomes as quarterback. So I think the Falcons should have a good game. The middle of that field about to be open. Kyle Pitts about to go for like 110 today.
Yeah, I'm debating playing Kyle Pitts over, but I got Warner, the other tight end for that rookie in Indianapolis, and he been balling, bro. So kind of over here trying to figure out what I need to do to get this thing rolling. But yeah, man.
You got two Monday games. You got the Texans versus the Seahawks.
I have not liked the Texans this year. Definitely don't like them on the road. Give me Seahawks. Sam Darnold been eating it up.
Yeah, I think I'm picking Seahawks as well. And then you have, which probably is the game of the week, the Buccaneers versus the Lions.
Ooh.
I think this is like a preview to the NFC Championship
game. Can be. But the only thing about it though, man, the rookie is out for the Bucs. The wide receiver. He's out. Mike Evans may play, but he got a hamstring injury as well. I think that it'll be a better game if they were all healthy and the Bucs will have a little bit more of a chance. Not saying they ain't got a chance this one. I just like the Lions a little bit better because of the injury report.
I just like the Lions, just period, man. Their team is just
they're fun to watch.
They're man. They are built for success, and I think they go get like one more DB, maybe. I'm saying like another like a real like shut down guy like that Sauce Gardner type. Not him, but I think that'll be the tone. So I got Lions. Going to the championship this year. I ain't gonna hold you. Going to the Super Bowl.
No, I can go for that. The Lions definitely look like the team to beat, or one of the teams to beat. So no, I'm with you on that, man. Good stuff though, man. Good stuff. Good show. Don't forget, man, if you guys you see the new blue shirt I just got, man. If you guys need the merch, y'all want the merch, don't forget you can go to the link. It's in our bio. can grab you a T-shirt, man. My 2 came in fast, man. Y'all see it. The other blue one upstairs, man. So T-shirt time, man. Get your shirt, man. Get your merch. Hey, man, I wore it for y'all. I want y'all to keep Billy. I wore it in support of Billy Napier.
You know, they the Kiffins be dropping like little scriptures, and Lane Kiffin's wife just dropped the one that's from Florida. You know, family and all that stuff. She just said,
"Why do y'all want Lane Kiffin? The man just lost to Kirby. Y'all don't want nobody who's gonna beat Kirby.
Y'all barely lost to but he had Ole Miss.
He's gonna be at Florida.
She was showing up long enough for the invisible to become undeniable, and then she got like a hammer. The hammer went down.
Listen,
she's a Gator person.
She's not.
The next 30, 45 minutes. Hey. If I could stay on the stream all day, I would, just for the.
Well, you stay here and talk to these people about Florida. Y'all can sit here and have a whole Sunday about Florida. But for me and your boy, get what?
How about them dogs? How about them dogs?
Yeah. For me, I ain't got no Gator stuff up here. That's us today. Yeah.
I ain't never seen the part where he break the stick.
Yeah. We got our sticks ready. Belt the ass, baby. Belt the ass. We ready.
Hey, man. If y'all don't do nothing else today, man, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that follow button, man. Make sure y'all hit that share button. Y'all know what it is, man. We back, man, every Sunday at 11:30 a.m., man. Let your people know, man. Come on here and cut up with your boy, man. Talk a little sports. Basketball season started this week. The NBA kicks off opening week. We got LeBron and Bronny about to do their thing. You got Webby that them grew 2 more inches. They say he was 7.
And you see how strong he got? They said already about a year away before it's Wemby.
The Atlanta Hawks put a team around Trey and then don't pay him. It's gonna be an interesting season, man. We might trade Trey Young by February, from what I'm being told.
Yeah,
that's what I'm being told, bro. They say they didn't pay him, and he's a free agent after next season. He's not a free agent next summer, but after next summer, he's a free agent. So,
yeah, you trade him, give a team a chance to work.
Hey, man, yeah, or you have to pay him a supermax. That's all that means. If he does go off, you have to give him a supermax in the summer. You have no choice. So you probably put yourself in a bad spot if you're the Hawks. The NBA and their contracts are a little weird, a little different. So
yeah, very weird.
The final year of your contract is not the actual final year. It's the year before the final year. So it's a little weird. But hey, man, we'll see, man. Fun times, man. But again, man, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that follow button. Make sure y'all hit that share button. And yeah, leave a comment, man. Let us know you're watching. And until next time, man, we out.
Go Gators, baby.
I ain't never played sports. You know what I mean? I always have, you know what I'm saying, like music and love music from the jump. So that was my just plan A. I ain't even have a plan B. I made myself not have a plan B on purpose just so I can fulfill my plan A.